Dear second secondary students, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to a new lesson of English which is entitled The News. Lesson 5, King Lear, Act 4. New vocabulary. Number 1, creep. It's a verb. It means to come close to someone secretly. For example, King Lear wanted to creep to his daughter's husbands and kill them. Number 2, battle. It's a noun. It means a fight between two armies. For example, there was a battle between Oswald and Gloucester. Number 3, tent. It's a noun. It means a shelter made of large sheets fixed on the ground by ropes. For example, we have a good tent. We use it when we go camping. Number 4, attendant. It's a noun. It means a person who is serving people. For example, there were 2 attendants carrying King Lear on a chair. Now let's start Act 4, Scene 6. Continued. In this lesson, we have the rest of Scene 6. In the countryside near Dover, Edgar is with Gloucester and King Lear. He recognizes Gloucester. Lear pardons Gloucester for this crime. Cordelia's people enter, seeking King Lear. They are relieved to find him at last. They try to take him into custody to bring him to Cordelia. When Lear runs away, Cordelia's men follow him. Oswald comes across Edgar and Gloucester on the plain. He doesn't recognize Edgar, but he plans to kill Gloucester, collect the reward from Regan. But he defends Gloucester and kills Oswald with a cudgel. As he dies, Oswald entrusts Edgar with his letters. Edgar reads with interest the letter that Oswald carries to Edmund. In the letter, Goneril argues Edmund to kill Albany if he gets the opportunity, so that Edmund and Goneril can be together. Edgar is outraged. He decided to keep the letter and show it to Albany when the time is right. Meanwhile, he buries Oswald nearby and leads Gloucester off to temporary safety. بنستكمل هنا المشهد السادس اللي كان فيه إدجار وجلوسستر والملك لير مع بعض في الريف. دخل رجال كورديليا للبحث عن الملك لير، حاولوا ياخدوه لكورديليا. لما الملك لير حاول يجري ويهرب منهم لكنه في الآخر معرفش. بعد كده أسولد حاول يقتل جلوسستر عشان ياخد مكافأة من ريجن. بعد ما أسولد اتقتل، إدجار قرأ الخطاب اللي كان معاه، اللي كان أسولد بيحمله لإدموند. كان الخطاب ده مكتوب فيه إن جونرال بتحث أدموند إنه يقتل ألباني، لأن هي عايزة تبقى هي وأدموند مع بعض. بس إدجار قرر يخلي الجواب معاه ويوريه لألباني في الوقت المناسب. Now let's start Act 4, Scene 7. In the French camp, Cordelia speaks with Kent. She knows his real identity, but he wishes it to remain a secret to everyone else. Lear, who was been sleeping, is brought into Cordelia. He only partially recognizes her. He says that he knows now that he is mad and not in his right mind, and he assumes that Cordelia hates him and wants to kill him, just as her sisters do. Cordelia tells him that she forgives him for banishing her. Meanwhile, the news of Cornwall's death is repeated in the camp. Edmund is now leading Cornwall's troops. The battle between France and England rapidly approaches. في المشهد السابع كان في فرنسا بعد ما رجال كورديليا خدوا الملك لير وودوه ليها. كان نايم وتعبان وبالكاد قدر يتعرف على كورديليا. كانت كورديليا حزينة إنها تشوفه تعبان كده في هذه الحالة، وكان الملك لير بيقول لكورديليا إنها مثل إخواتها الاتنين وعايزة تقتله. بعد كده جاءت أخبار عن موت كورنويل، وكان إدموند هو اللي بيقود جيوشه لبداية معركة بين فرنسا وإنجلترا. وبكده بيخلص المشهد السابع. Now, let's see the speaker of each quotation. In this question, we are going to say who said that. We have these characters: Cordelia, Dr., Edgar, Gloucester, King Lear, and Oswald. Number 1, I must clean it first. Who said this sentence? The answer will be King Lear. Number 2, oh, what a sad day this is. Who said this sentence? The answer, Gloucester. Number 3, why are you helping a traitor? The answer, Oswald. Number 4, I will take you to a friend's house. Edgar, who said that? Number 5, he slept for a long time. It was said by the doctor. Number 6, you know what's best for him. The answer, Cordelia. Now let's answer these questions. What does King Lear want Gloucester to read for him? He wants Gloucester to read the letter for him. Number 2, why does King Lear want a doctor? Because he was sleeping for a long time. Number 3, who is Oswald carrying letters for? He was carrying the letters for Edmund. Number 4, what did Cordelia ask Kent to do? She asked him to put on some better clothes. Now we have come to the end of this lesson. Thank you and see you later in the next lesson.